Get a load of this joint. This is not my city. I spent the first 18 years of my life in country towns. My city doesn't always feel like my city. And this place makes my city feel like a regional centre at best. This place is a proper city. And the people here have proper city attitudes to match. Doesn't always feel like they have time for you. They certainly don't say hello as you pass them in the street. A little bit rude. And I don't think me saying that's going to upset any Melburnians. I reckon they wear it as a badge of honour. Shows how important they are. They've got places to be. And today, so do I. But I'm not here for the city. I'm in the city because that's where the airplanes go. As a rule, planes don't go to the places I'm looking for. The places you find birds. An active paddock where you get weird looks from the locals. A swampy marsh on reclaimed farmland. Or in this case, a puddle on the side of a dirt road in a national park. Because in this puddle, there's something special.
Often relatives, isn't it? It's often brothers, cousins, and so on. Family or
Being an amateur bird enthusiast is weird. It's a bit like being a fisherman. You got your secret spots that you don't want to give up. Others have their secret spots that you desperately want to find out about. And usually that's how it works. You're discovering knowledge piecemeal, slowly putting together the pieces of the puzzle. Not always sure if you've got good information. Not always sure when to call in your favours. And then sometimes, all that cloak and dagger stuff gets chucked out the window. Now that there's this thing called the internet, and there's a place to convene with all the other bird weirdos, a bird can be spotted at sunrise and have a group of people on location by morning tea. And when that bird is rare enough, the number of bird nerds grows exponentially. The bird in question on this particular occasion is the swift parrot, a small to medium-sized, mostly green bird with flecks of yellow through their plumage and striking red and blue accents. They're a migratory bird that breeds in Tasmania before wintering in southeastern Australia, and most importantly, they're currently listed as critically endangered, with estimates of 300 to 500 individuals left in the wild. Right now, if we don't do something about it, some experts predict they could be extinct as early as in the next 10 years. When a bird like that turns up for any period of time, you know it's pretty special. And given the opportunity, I couldn't help but check them out. I think one of the main reasons I became so completely obsessed with birds is that it feels like you're on a quest. I'm here, driving along the Hume Highway, 1400 k's from home, going somewhere I've never been before to try and find a single species. And there's a very real chance I won't find them. The birds are on the side of the road in a puddle, about 2 foot by 2 foot wide. They've been there for about a month. Last night they were there, but that might have been the last night they were there. They could all be gone. They are starting to go. So, see how we travel. See if we can see them. About half an hour away, and I'm absolutely busting for a wee. But at this point, let's just get there. 10 more minutes. And then suddenly, you're here. On country. In situ. Everything's been flying past at 110 kilometres an hour. Now I'm on foot. Now it's up to me. There'll be a little bit of skill involved, a lot of perseverance, and a healthy dose of luck. We're here. I may regret parking on the road and trying to walk to the spot. Supposedly only 15 minutes away. Thought a walk would be nice, get my bearings. This is the part that tests your mettle. I'm a bit lost. I'm checking the little mud map I've got on my phone. I'm looking at photos people have posted on social media. Why does everybody take shots with such a shallow depth of field? Don't they know I need landmarks? I'm sure it's here somewhere, but I thought it'd be super easy to spot. I have seen some cars parked and some people driving through, so I imagine that's why they're here.
Haven't found it yet. So there we go.
I'm getting a bit worried. I'm looking for a puddle, but the ground is bone dry. There's a layer of dust powder on the path. This isn't puddle territory. Eventually, cross-referencing a freeze frame of a video that I'd screenshotted, I found my puddle. Or at least, I found the spot where my puddle was meant to be. I also learned some things. I learned the puddle was man-made. At least, it was now.
Just met some guys and asked them about the spot I was at and if that was the puddle. And it is. So it's dry. And I thought that was a bit weird because water in it yesterday afternoon. Very strange that suddenly there'd be no more water in it. But apparently a bit of controversy. There's a guy that's been coming and filling it up with water. That's what's bringing the birds in. So without him, no water, no puddles. But they have very kindly told me about another spot where the birds are coming in. So
you may have your own thoughts on this. The online birding community certainly did. That's not a real puddle. Your thoughts may even sway into the ethical. Well, if humans keep filling up this puddle, then this very sensitive, critically endangered bird might not migrate north. But they need to migrate north. That's what critically endangered migratory birds do. And I gotta admit, I was thinking the same thing. That was, until I was directed to the dam. Just off the track, less than 100 metres from the currently inactive puddle, is a dam. This dam is the size of a tennis court. If the birds had a reason to hang around, this was it. A puddle holding no more than a few litres of water was no competition. Now my favourite part. Waiting. For the record, it's quite cold. I should have worn long pants. But long pants take up valuable carry-on space. And I need that for all my extra camera batteries. Maybe it's not my time to see swift parrots. Maybe this trip is going to be a dud. Maybe this video is about learning that not every journey ends in success. You got to take some L's before you get the W. And then suddenly, signs of life. And it's not long before the dam goes from ghost town to rush hour. This is why I love wildlife. These moments that leave you in awe of the natural world. And to top it all off, eventually the puddle did get refilled. And all the other bird weirdos turned up. And we got our own personal swift parrot show. The funny thing about endangered species is they just don't understand how endangered they are. You think if there were only a few hundred of you left, you wouldn't be having such a good time. I was stoked.
back to the car rental place, just a cheeky 241 kilometres away, and there's a hazard on the road. That'll be fun. Let's do it.
The swift parrots have since moved on, having migrated further north as winter sets in. The puddle is empty once again. But I will always have that day in late autumn that will hopefully mark the first time I saw swift parrots, and not the last. Let's see if we can get the least depressing angle of the little bunker that I edited in. This is what I really look like, by the way. All the khaki and the akubra, that's all a facade. Now it's very cold at the moment, and I've lost my normal glasses. Somebody got these silly little joke glasses I ordered offline, but I do need to be able to see. So, funnily enough, while editing this video, the swift parrots came to Queensland. So, I've seen them since the video, which I thought that might be a few years in between drinks, but no, saw them again. Didn't get quite as good of a shot this time. That's the best shot I got in Queensland, up nice and high. So still very cool to see them down in Victoria. If you want to donate, do anything that you think can help swift parrots or any sort of endangered birds, BirdLife Australia is the place to go. I'm not affiliated with them in any sort of way, but that's the best place to get your money to endangered species. You can go to their website, which I will leave a link below. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know any feedback. I'm definitely keen to know if anyone's interested in what I'm doing, because there's more to come. And ignore that water stain, I know it's there, and I know I need to get a plumber to look at it. But I spent my money on cameras instead.